The Tesla Model Y is currently the best-selling car in the world. It has just edged out the Toyota Corolla for the top spot in new car sales worldwide. This electric marvel is reshaping the automotive landscape as we know it. It's a testament to the electric revolution that's been gaining momentum. But as the Model Y basks in its well-deserved glory, there's no overlooking the fact that even champions have their moments for improvement. In this video, we're diving into 5 aspects where the Model Y could potentially reach even greater heights. These are relatively simple improvements because other automakers have proven it can be done, especially for electric vehicles. And the best part is, these upgrades aren't just about perfection for perfection's sake. They're about pushing the boundaries and boosting the Model Y sales even further, securing its place as a pinnacle of electric automotive innovation. So let's dive in. Number 1 on the list, and arguably the most critical aspect, is build quality. Now don't get me wrong, Tesla has made great strides in build quality over the years, but there's always room for improvement, especially when compared to other automakers. When you purchase a vehicle like a Model Y, you want to have no build quality or fit and finish issues. You want those body panel gaps to be virtually non-existent, and every component to feel meticulously crafted. While Tesla's build quality is generally good, there have been instances where new owners discover misaligned panels or paint imperfections. It's not something you expect from a premium electric SUV. In a market filled with impeccable fit and finish, it's crucial for Tesla to step up its game. And speaking of details, let's dive deeper. People are still reporting issues of loose trim, squeaks, and rattles. If you're considering buying a Tesla, it's important to be aware of these issues and do your research before you make a decision. Other vehicles in its class rarely have these issues or even general build quality issues, if any. And honestly, at this point, you can no longer compare the Model Y to a Mercedes or a BMW anymore. Sure, before the hefty price cuts you could, but now starting at just $44,000 at the time of this video, I'd say a Model Y is more in line with a Toyota Highlander, Honda Pilot, Chevy Blazer, and a Jeep Cherokee, just to name a few similar contenders in terms of size and price. And this list further expands when you factor in the $7,500 tax incentive, and your starting price would be a little over $36,000. So at these prices, I guess some people can justify the build quality issues that may come with the Model Y when considering it was nearly $70,000 just last year for one. Now let's talk about something that you might not initially expect in an electric vehicle: noise. Yes, EVs are inherently quieter than their gasoline-powered counterparts, as there's no roaring engine under the hood. The absence of an engine means that the vehicle occupants are no longer treated to the traditional 4-stroke symphony of spinning belts, pistons in motion, exhaust notes, and frequently the whir of forced induction. But the silence of an electric vehicle can be a double-edged sword. In this new age of EVs, the auditory landscape is streamlined to the essentials: wind noise, the hum of tires on the road, and the soundtrack that's streaming from your stereo. This evolving scenario will certainly make drivers and passengers far more attuned to every sound within the car's interior. Every hum, every creak, and every jolt becomes significantly more noticeable when we talk about noise, vibration, and harshness. While the Model Y has certainly made strides in the interior cabin noise area, it's not quite there yet. Now obviously, some road noise is inevitable. However, owners have reported that especially at higher speeds, wind and road noise can be a bit too noticeable. The competition has shown that it's possible to create an electric vehicle that provides a near-silent ride. Now Tesla has started using double-pane glass for the windows, but other automakers do this and also add extra insulation in various parts of the car, and this makes a world of a difference. These small changes could certainly elevate the Model Y's cabin. Let's dive into a critical aspect of the Tesla Model Y: the suspension. Even with the introduction of the new comfort suspension, the Model Y's ride can be quite firm. Now it's not bone-jarringly harsh, but it's definitely not the smoothest in its class. Why does this matter? Well, let's break it down. A firm suspension setup, while enhancing handling and reducing body roll during spirited driving, might not be the most comfortable choice for daily commuting or long road trips. It's honestly a trade-off. You get that sporty, connected to the road feeling when you're cruising down a winding highway, but when you hit rough patches or potholes, that's when the firm suspension makes itself known. We've seen other electric vehicles strike a more balanced approach. They manage to combine precise handling with a more plush ride. Some Model Y owners have noted that the new comfort suspension is not much of an improvement as they hoped. However, it's important to recognize that experiences with suspension can be quite subjective. What feels comfortable to one driver might not be the same for another. Yet, when a significant number of owners express concerns about the Model Y suspension, it signals that there's potential room for improvement. After all, listening to a community of Tesla enthusiasts and owners can lead to valuable refinements and an even better overall driving experience. The Model Y might benefit from a suspension tuning option that allows drivers to select their preferred ride quality, like on an air suspension. This becomes notably important when you consider that Tesla is expanding its reach into various markets, including places with less than ideal road conditions. Relatively flat highways are one thing, but what about navigating the cracked streets of older cities or the challenging terrains of rural areas? More adaptability in suspension settings would cater to a broader audience and make the Model Y an even more versatile choice. When Tesla made the bold decision to part ways with ultrasonic sensors and embrace a fully vision-based system, it was a moment of technological innovation. The transition from physical sensors to the car's camera-based estimation was a significant step toward the future of autonomous driving. However, it appears this transition has brought its own set of challenges. Many Tesla owners have raised their concerns about this new ultrasonic-less world. The vision-based system's oversensitivity has made parking a task that's more akin to navigating a minefield. The parking experience, which used to be as smooth as butter with the ultrasonic sensors, now has taken an annoyingly complex aspect. The abundance of alerts might give you the impression that you're driving through a beep-heavy symphony, but most owners can't simply trust them. As a result, drivers often disregard these overzealous beeps, and this nonchalance might even lead to unintended damages to the vehicle. While the benefits of the hardware force system are evident in terms of the long-term advancements in autonomous driving, the day-to-day impact of removing ultrasonic sensors has been felt by Tesla drivers. Now don't get me wrong, Tesla's hardware force system with its fully vision-based approach is undeniably a crucial step toward the autonomous future. However, it's vital to remember that technology does not exist in isolation, but within the realm of practical, everyday driving. Balancing the brilliance of autonomous capabilities with the practical concerns of real-world driving remains a key challenge for Tesla. It's a reminder that innovation does not just lie in technology itself, but in the seamless and user-friendly integration of that technology into daily life. Now let's pivot our attention to something that's crucial for any driver, whether you're steering a Tesla or any other vehicle: rear visibility. This is an aspect of driving that often gets overlooked until you find yourself in a situation where it really matters. So why is rear visibility something that needs a closer look, especially when it comes to the Tesla Model Y? First, let's give credit where it's due. The Model Y is a tech marvel equipped with cutting-edge camera and user interface that rivals your smartphone. The screen displays a bunch of information, making driving as smooth as possible. But when you shift your gaze to the rear view mirror, you might notice something missing: a true rear window. Now don't get me wrong, it's not like Tesla forgot to include a rear window, but the shape and size of the window leaves much to be desired. The Model Y's slope design is why the rear visibility is quite terrible. This design choice contributes to a significant blind spot that can be a real nuisance in your daily driving. Picture that you're cruising on a very busy freeway and you want to change lanes. You glance over your shoulder and what do you see? More car frame and less road. This can be an unnerving experience. The Model Y's unique styling might turn heads, but also shortchanges the driver in terms of visibility. Sure, the Model Y comes equipped with all sorts of fancy tech to compensate for this blind spots, the cameras, and a degree of artificial intelligence. These are supplemental aids and not replacements for good old-fashioned visibility. The best tech in the world can't replicate the simple clarity of a direct line of sight. One easy solution is to simply include blind spot warning lights on the side mirrors. Teslas do not have this as of now, and it's quite surprising. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new about Teslas and the Model Y, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Again, it's important to view all aspects of Teslas and Tesla ownership before making a purchase. Let me know in the comments down below if Tesla should make these improvements to the Model Y or if you have any other improvements of your own. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.